I know there's no day and night.
Hi everyone out there, I am Hilton, your sports guru. Catch me live every Saturday morning from 11 a.m. till 1 p.m. Only on Fifa Wolrd FM. Your beat, your music. Danko.
The views, opinions or comments expressed on this program does not reflect the views, opinions or comments of the radio station or its management.
You are tuning into Sports Geek with Sponelo Ngobo, only on Fifa Wolrd FM. Your beat, your music.
South Africa.
South Africa, halala Bafana. Oh yes, oh boy, did Bafana make South Africa proud once again? Yes, it took them 24 donkey years to eventually get it right. We remember that Bafana, the last time they qualified, they made South Africa proud. That was way back in November 2001. That was the last time Bafana qualified for the World Cup, which was going to be held out in Korea, Japan. That was in 2002. Fast forward 2025, Bafana, Hugo Broos, Ronan Williams, and his Bafana counterparts, they made South Africa proud yet again. Hence, we say, halala, Bafana, halala, South Africa. Job well done, Bafana, Hugo Broos. What an achievement, even though it took them 24 donkey years. But like they always say, better late than never.
Better late than never, indeed, and it's rightfully said 24 years. I remember when in 2002, Jomo Sono, that was our last participation under Jomo Sono, where you spoke about almost speaking Roland Fernandez goalkeeper in the formanship of Brian Moloi, where he wasn't called but having a good game in the Soweto derby against Orlando Pirates, which ended 0-0. But then when Bafana went there, they struggled. That was last time because of we can't include 2010, because 2010 we're
the host.
And without qualification.
And we did not even make it to the knockout stages.
You
for
see,
crying
that's just
out
disappointing. When we lost in that game, you see, Uruguay, Diogo Folland comes to mind, where they thrashed a 3-0 at Loftus Stadium. Itumeleng Khune was red carded. Monique Joseph has to come over, and that's why he conceded 3 goals, of which I wouldn't falter him because of the situation of the fact that we were seated down to 10 men. But then this time around, finally, we are in. Hugo Bruce, well done. And also, let's not forget that it's also taken us to this upcoming 35th edition of the AFCON, which is taking place in December. So what more can we ask? I think it's just pushed us from being ranked 70-something to 57. So far, it's good for the country. And let's wait and see what will AFCON have in store for us come December, and then also preparing for next year, because the majority, there's too much excitement of the fact that fans will be able to prepare passports and save money so that they can travel to USA. Here we come. So it's well done to Bafana as well for working hard. Talent Mbata comes to mind also in Apolis as well, and also when I say they call him Evidence Mahoba with that free lancing header inside the box where he scored the 3rd goal. So we really deserved that win, and I think we almost put ourselves under pressure after those 3 docked points given to Lesotho and the 3 goals. That's where we made our life difficult as well by throwing against the weakest of them all, Zimbabwe, so which was very questionable.
Oh yes, that was very questionable, and it almost dampened the South African spirit. But luckily, we did have the right mentor at the helm of Bafana in the former chap of Hugo Bruce. He's been there, done that, and he's got a T-shirt for it. He knows exactly what it takes to get to the World Cup competition. Thank you very much to the Belgian-born Bafana head coach in the former chap of Hugo Bruce for what he has done for South African football. Remember that when Hugo Bruce took over Bafana, where they were the complete joke in as far as international football is concerned. But when Hugo Bruce came over, he changed things around. Most of us, the South Africans, we did not understand the guy. But now, oh boy, has he made the country proud, or has he made the country proud yet again. Thank you very much, Hugo Bruce and the boys. Talking of Hugo Bruce, in the next few minutes, we'll be in conversation with Hilton Moloi. He will be joining us from here in Johannesburg. He will be talking to us about the very, very same hot topic in as far as football is concerned. In as far as FIFA World Cup qualifications are concerned, that is Bafana and stuff. We'll get to hear what Hilton Moloi has to say in as far as all the Bafana challenges, excitement, anything and everything that has got to do with the Bafana qualifications. Hilton Moloi will tell us all that and more. As we'll wrap up our discussion, we'll also look at how Kaizer Chiefs, Orlando Pirates, Mamelodi Sundowns, how is the Stellenbosch, how do they fare, how does he fancy their chances as they compete in the interclub competition, flying the South African flag sky high in the continent. Just stick out, like we always say. Don't worry about a thing. All you have to do, sit back, relax, and allow us to entertain you. We will do exactly that. And this time around, we are so excited. We can't even get the show normal. So we will do things. We'll mix things up. So we won't do the formalities, the greetings, the anything and everything. Oh, before I forget it, the main thing that I should not forget is to say happy belated birthday to our sound engineer Palad, who's behind the buttons. I believe yesterday it was his birthday, and I'm told he was turning 21 years yet again. Like they always say, you are as young as you feel. If Palad feels he's 21 years, who are we to judge him? So happy belated birthday, Palad. Hoping you had a great one yesterday. Let's hope your family spoiled you rotten yesterday. So let's quickly go for a breather as we try and connect up with Hilton Moloi and hear what he has to say in as far as Bafana qualifications are concerned. All we can say is, Donald Trump, we are coming to America. Whether you like it or not. Oh yes, it is the 18th of October 2025. Oh, I almost said 2026. Oh yes, I can be forgiven.
Excitement.
I mean, this is the excitement, guys. I can be forgiven. This is the excitement, guys. It is still just a few hours after Bafana made South Africa proud yet again. It took us 24 donkey years. So please do not judge me if I get carried away with the excitement.
Indeed, yeah.
We haven't done this thing for a long time. So eventually, Hugo Bruce got it right this time around. Halala South Africa, halala Bafana, halala Hugo Bruce, halala Captain Fantastic Ronwen Williams, Mr. Clean Sheet himself. Oh boy. Oh, everyone can be forgiven. Whatever nonsense that you can hoy to us, we can tolerate it. We just have to tolerate each other. Everyone is on cloud nine, especially if your blood is green and gold. Especially if you're carrying a South African passport. Talk of passport, oh boy, get those visas and anything and everything sorted out. Do not give Trump any reason to put you out of America as we go to that 2026 FIFA World Cup, which will be hosted by USA, Mexico, and Canada. We can officially confirm that Donald Trump, we are coming. Talking of 2026 FIFA World Cup and Bafana making South Africa proud yet again, like I did mention at the beginning of this show, that we'll definitely be in conversation with Hilton Moloi, who will be talking to us about Bafana and stuff. Talking of Hilton Moloi, let's check whether we do have him on the line. Hilton, Baba, are you there?
Yes, good morning. Good morning to you, Monel, and good morning to your listeners. Yes, I'm here.
Thank you very much. We are so excited, Hilton, to have you on the line. I'm with my partner in crime, my co-pilot in the form and shape of Modiba Peter. We will be talking to you, Hilton, this morning about what Bafana has done, especially what Hugo Bruce has done, of which many coaches had failed to do for the past donkey years, almost 24 years to be exact. Because we remember the last time we had this sort of achievement was way back in November 2001. That was in preparation of the 2002 FIFA World Cup, which was going to be held out in Korea, Japan. But just before we get to that, Hilton, our current Bafana head coach in the form and shape of Hugo Bruce has become the longest serving Bafana coach, overhauling the record that was previously held by Bafana or South Africa's darling coach in the form and shape of Clive Barker. We remember that Clive Barker was at the helm of the Bafana job for about 3 years, 9 months. And Hugo Bruce, he's sitting at 4 years, 5 months, 13 days and counting. What do you think is the recipe for Hugo Bruce? I'm not going to say to overstay his welcome. I will say to stay so successful at that very, very hot Bafana seat. Good morning and welcome, Hilton, once again.
Yes, no, thanks for that. And thank you for having me and giving me the opportunity just to share my opinions with the listeners. And before responding to your question, maybe it's important that I also convey my heartfelt congratulations to the team and to Ronan Williams. I don't think this was an easy feat, considering all the pressure that they had experienced in the recent weeks. But in true South African style, they've overcome and they've shown us that nothing is impossible. Now, coming to your question,
Yes.
I think the only secret that Brooke had
Yes.
was his experience.
Yes.
I think we employed for the first time as a country a coach with nothing to lose.
Yes.
He's a man that takes courage of his convictions, who's got a clear sense of what he wants to achieve,
Yes.
and he does not allow to be sidetracked.
Oh,
The
yes.
biggest mistake that our previous coaches were making, in my opinion,
Yes.
was to always listen to the noise and not focus on what they want to achieve.
Oh, yes.
I think that was very, very important for him. That would be my honest assessment. Secondly, you have a coach that comes in at the time where at least 2 of our top 3 teams
Yes.
were performing at their peak, especially in continental competition.
And,
You can never-
and those teams are?
you can never-
And those teams are?
Sundowns in the main and Pirates.
Okay.
Don't forget that Pirates in the last 3-4 years,
Yes.
they have reached continental finals twice.
Yes.
And Sundowns have been consistently performing
Yes.
in the CAF Champions League.
Yes.
Not only that they reached the final last year, but they also were in the semi-final. And
Yes.
the previous years, they got knocked out, I think, in the quarter-final.
Yes.
But consistently, they've been there. Consistently, they've been performing.
Yes.
Now, if you combine those 2 elements and you go back to our history,
Yes.
when we qualified and won we didn't qualify, but when we won the CAF Champions League 1996, it was only a
AFCON,
year
yes,
after
AFCON.
Pirates.
Yes,
Yes,
AFCON.
the AFCON.
Yes.
It was only a year after Pirates had won the Champions League.
True.
So what that tells you is that as our
Yes.
teams go to venture into continental competition,
Yes.
they acquire experience that becomes very useful
Absolutely.
in the struggles that you come across as you campaign for CAF qualification. So I'm not really surprised. It's a natural consequence of that. But also, Hugo Bruce has been a man that is very focused. He does not shy away from making a decision, even if it's not a popular one,
Oh, yes.
as long as it's in the interest of the country. And he has done that so many times. And I think that is, for me, the winning element for him.
Oh, yes, I wouldn't have said it better myself, Hilton. One of the key points that you touched on is that Hugo Bruce, he does not listen to the noise that we see on social media, on mainstream media. He keeps focus. He makes unpopular decisions at time, but as long as those decisions are in the interest, sorry for that, of Bafana. Still on Hugo Bruce's milestone, come December this year, 2025, Hugo Bruce will become the first ever Bafana coach to take South Africa to 2 different Africa Cup of Nations. Remember that he did this back just 2 years ago in 2023. Fast forward November this year, he'll be doing it once again. Your take on that milestone, Hilton?
Yeah, that's another thing. Just the thought of that, except for that, it's an achievement.
Yes.
It's somehow a worrying factor for me. And I'll come back to that.
Worrying factor?
Yes. Look, Hugo Bruce has done very well.
Yes.
To qualify for 2 consecutive AFCON,
Yes.
for him it's a major success. But before qualifying with us, don't forget that he came to us as a winner with Cameroon.
Yes.
Yes.
So he has been on this level for a long time. My take, apart from congratulating him on that particular feat, is that could become an exit test, and it has potential to become a banana peel for him. Hence my worry.
Okay.
Because we are a nation that loves football.
Yes.
To a point that sometimes we lose logic in how we look at games.
Yeah.
As Bafana stands now, we are on top of the world.
Absolutely.
We are a team to beat. We are fearless. We are solid. And that would mean the expectations will be high.
Yes, absolutely.
And when the expectations are high, should we fail to deliver, it might then lead to the crumbling of the team. You see?
Yes,
and
absolutely.
I'm saying that could be a worrying factor, because if you look at the consistency that we've been able to deliver over the past years,
Yes.
and the manner in which the team is currently performing, the quality that we are displaying, and besides just the quality, the depth of material that we have, everybody believes that we should actually win the AFCON.
Yes.
Now, what happens if we get to be knocked out
Even before the semis, maybe.
in the group stages?
Oh boy, don't even go there.
You understand? so I'm saying, Hugo Bruce, my take is that he will now become the victim of his own success.
Yeah.
But that being said, I still believe firmly that we will do very well in that competition, and we appreciate the work that he has done with his team.
You mentioned as two key points that will take me straight to the next question. First one, you did mention at the beginning of this discussion, you did mention that one of the key factors for Bafana's success is that two South African teams had been doing very, very well in inter-club competitions, namely Mamelodi Sundowns and Orlando Pirates. And another key point that you mentioned was that Hugo Broos does not listen to the noise, which takes me straight to my next question. One of the things that we know about Hugo Broos is that he usually shoots from the hip, and surely that will definitely cause some enemies for him in the process. One of the known Hugo Broos's enemies are Kaizer Chiefs faithfuls. He's been at loggerheads with Kaizer Chiefs fans for a number of years. For him, for continuously, allegedly snapping Kaizer Chiefs players. What is your take on that issue, or on that feud between Hugo Broos and Kaizer Chiefs faithfuls, and especially considering that Kaizer Chiefs, I believe, maybe they've got the largest following in as far as domestic football is concerned. Just zoom into that Hugo Broos versus Kaizer Chiefs family feud.
Yeah, thanks for that question. It's a lot of
I can't wait to hear what you have to say.
Just to start off with, we shouldn't be having that as a feud when it comes to the national team, because the national team is not a representative of any particular team.
Yes.
But the history of our South African football lends itself that Chiefs would normally dominate the national team.
True.
Yes.
And the expectations then from the supporters that you should see Kaizer Chiefs players in the national team is not a misplaced expectation.
Yes.
It's based on the history. It's like you saying to me, you go to Spain and you don't have Barcelona players, you don't have Real Madrid players.
In the Spanish
It's a
team.
great eyebrows.
Yes.
Natural.
Yes.
But when you go to Spain and you go to, you find that there's no Barcelona players and Barcelona is not doing well, it wouldn't be a surprise. And I think Hugo Broos has consistently mentioned that he's not selecting those players based on the performance of the team. And to be honest with you, it's a question I wish Hugo Broos would never have had to answer,
Yes.
or shouldn't have answered.
Yes.
Because now, by saying that as soon as the team wins, then people say, yeah, you said they were not fit because you were not winning.
Yes.
And now they are winning, we expect that they should be there. But the reality is, You don't select players because their team wins or loses. That's why he's able to select a person like Moby, even though his team was not doing well.
Yes,
He's able
yes,
to select
true.
Ricardo Bosch, even though the team was doing well, because those players fit into his tactical structure. And I think for me, that's the main thing.
Yes.
And the funny thing, when you look deeper into it and start analyzing, there were players that were selected by Hugo Brost before they went to Chiefs.
Yes.
I'm talking the former captain that went overseas now, Mart.
Yusuf Mart, yes, when he was still with Kukune.
Mart was in the national team when he was with the Kukune.
Yes.
And then when he got to Chiefs, what were the Chiefs supporters saying about Mart at Chiefs?
They were against him. They were fighting him on social media, attacking him.
Exactly. Now, if you attack him, why do you think he will be good enough for Hugo Brost? I'm just making an example.
Exactly.
I move on. I say you had the striker who came from Stellenbosch.
Dupree, Ashley Dupree.
Yes, Dupree. He was in the national team radar.
Yes.
He went to Chiefs. What are the Chiefs supporters saying about him?
Attacking him as well.
Now-
Always on his case.
You've got Mtetwa.
From
Coming from
Stellenbosch.
Stellenbosch, the Ox.
Yes.
He
Doing
was
pretty
the
well.
cock in the Stellenbosch midfield,
Yes.
bullying everyone in that midfield. He goes to Chiefs. What are the supporters saying about him? At Chiefs.
On his case yet again.
You've got Modi. He came from Golden Arrows.
Yes.
He was a bright spark on that left wing. He comes to Chiefs. What are the Chiefs supporters saying about him?
On his case as well.
On his case as well.
You've got Peterson. Before he went to Chiefs, I think he was at Ajax.
Yes. The goalkeeper.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
Ajax and Vets, yeah.
He was on the national team's radar.
Yes.
He went to Chiefs.
He
What are the
became,
supporters saying about him?
he became horribly erratic.
You've got Puma.
Bruce Voma, yeah.
Bruce, yes.
Puma was one of the first keepers that Hugo Brost looked into.
Yes.
And I know he liked him a lot.
What are the Chiefs supporters saying about Puma?
On his case.
On his case, not good enough.
I'm sure I've answered your question.
Yeah.
Now, in many ways, what I'm trying to show you here is that playing for Chiefs comes with a lot of pressure
Yeah.
and a lot of demand. And that demand puts a lot of pressure on players. And
Yes.
not all players are able to cope with that. And as soon as a player loses confidence, even if he's got the ability and the talent, if he loses the confidence, he's not able to perform at the level that you would normally expect.
Yes.
You understand?
Yes.
Now, that drop in performance affects the players. So the players may not be selected, not because they don't have the quality. I
Yeah.
believe they do have quality. Chiefs has got a lot of quality players, but they cannot be selected because the level of confidence has dropped. Chiefs has not been winning for over 10 years.
Yes.
And that affects the players psychologically. Their performance will drop. You put a Chiefs player compared to a Pirates player today.
Yes.
The Pirates players have got more arrogance. The Pirates players have got more self-belief.
Yes.
And when they walk into the field, you get a sense that they're going to win. You don't have doubt. If they lose, it
Yes.
becomes a shock.
Yes.
Yeah.
But with Chiefs, you don't know what's going to
Ish,
happen.
yeah.
It becomes
Now-
one of those things, yeah.
We want to take those kind of players to the national team where we're going to start praying for every game we're going to play. And we don't instill any fear on our opponents. Chiefs, in the past, when Chiefs was Chiefs and Chiefs dominating the national team,
Yes.
I'm talking the Chiefs that had your ace Kusa in the middle, the Dr. Kumalo in the middle, pulling the strings. You had Neil Chovy marshalling the defense. Later on, your Brian Balot.
Yeah.
That Chiefs team, you walked into the field against them, you were 1-0 down.
We'll come back.
Yeah, psychologically,
you were
yes.
defeated.
Yes.
There was a psychological war that you needed to win.
Yes.
And as soon as the game starts and Doctor starts rolling the ball, You are 2 minutes down. They have not scored. They have not scored. You are
Yes,
2 minutes
but
down.
psychologically you are dead.
By the time they give the ball to Fani Matita, you are dead.
Thabo Moki too.
Now, Mpiki later on.
Yeah.
Now, the problem that I'm trying to point out to you is that Chiefs players are just clinging on to old memories.
Ish.
Yes.
And that was also another factor. If you go back to the years of Pito would tell you there's no way I could have, as a coach, selected more players from Sundown to the national team. The supporters would not support that.
Yes.
Because the supporters of Kaizer Chiefs dictate the national discourse on football.
Yes.
I'm saying of Kaizer Chiefs because they've got the largest support base.
Yes.
Yeah.
So for me, the only thing that we can sign or put in the national team at the moment is Kaizer Chiefs supporters, not players.
Yeah.
So I see nothing wrong with Bruce selecting the team. The only issue I have is him going on public platforms to say, I will not select his players for this reason or that, because it creates a problem.
Yes.
He should just say, I'm selecting teams that fit in my system,
Yes.
and from which I'll be able to get what I want. And I just want to add another thing.
Yes.
The tactical application.
Yes.
You look at how Pirates play, you look at how Sundowns play, you look at how Sikukune are playing at the moment.
Yes.
And then I've seen Devon City.
Oh yes. Oh yes. Oh
Very
yes.
structured, very organized, you know. And then you look at Chiefs. You still cannot say what model of football Chiefs want to play.
Yeah.
Yes.
Now, within that tactical structure of Chiefs, you don't see how you fit some of these players in the national setup, because the national setup already has a structure and a system, and we all know that structure and system was adopted from Sundown.
Yes.
And when Pirates came in, a few tweaks now are being made. If you look at how the structure now of the team is set up, it's a combination of both the technical structure of Sundowns and Pirates. Because what the coach is doing, he's trying to make sure he uses the players to their strength, and their strength is based on the technical systems that they are familiar with. So very little coaching needs to be done there. You just need to set up the team, play the players to their strength, and then you can capitalize on that.
I wouldn't have said yes, Hilton, may I proceed?
Yeah. So when you go to the Chiefs side, you don't really see that.
Yes.
You see? And look at what happened now. Pirates released Marco, Pirates released Munyane.
Yes.
Those two players were not regular at Pirates. They went straight into the starting lineup at
Chiefs, yes.
And Munyane was what? Third defender, beyond Van Rooyen, beyond this guy from Paris that just came back now.
Lebitso.
Not Shandu, the other one.
Thabiso Lebitso.
Lebitso.
Yes. Thabiso Lebitso, yes.
So he was fourth on the pecking order at Pirates because you had Van Rooyen,
yes,
you had Lebitso, you've got Shandu, only then you get to Munyane. He goes to Chiefs. Straight into the starting lineup. They even give him a new name.
Okay, yeah, I fully get you, Hilton. I definitely wouldn't have said it better myself. I know we're here to discuss Bafana and stuff, but since you have zoomed into Kaizer Chiefs, I might as well ambush you a little bit. Just going back to the beginning of this season, Kaizer Chiefs, they started very, very positively. They started the league like a house on fire. I'm a clean sheet, Ngapa Nangapa, Brendan Peterson. But Jiggy, wheels seem to be coming off a little bit. So looking at Kaizer Chiefs currently and versus the way they started, and then just if we were to jump straight towards the end of the season, this season, do you expect Kaizer Chiefs to get back to have some silverware this season, or do you expect to see the very same old Kaizer Chiefs that we had been seeing for the past 10 years struggling?
You see, I didn't actually mean to diss Kaizer Chiefs, but I was answering your question.
No, I didn't say that either. I'm just asking you, looking at the current form, looking at how they started the season, and just predict, look at the future. Do you see Kaizer Chiefs changing their fortunes and get back to winning ways and get back to be the Kaizer Chiefs that you and I grew up knowing?
I would love to see that. Football in South Africa is nothing without Kaizer Chiefs.
Yes.
The soul of South African football, part of it, the bigger part of it, is Kaizer Chiefs.
Yes.
So I would like them to win, but the reality and what's happening on the field does not complement that. You've got 4 trophies in the season.
Yes.
2 down.
MTN 8
Right.
and Culling knockout.
They are not going to win the league.
Definitely.
So it's only Nedbank, their possible chance.
To defend the title.
They only have a chance of winning the Nedbank. And for that to happen, they need a lot of luck.
Yeah.
And as things are going now, I don't see that happening.
Oh, Kaizer Chiefs fan.
I do not see that happening, not because I don't like them and I don't want them to win. I don't see that because if you look at the facts on the table,
Yes.
they just lost the coach.
Yes.
You've got an interpreter now leading the team. The last time we had that experience of having an interpreter leading the team was Jose Mourinho.
Oh.
I don't think that coach will meet that particular level. Now, you've got lack of leadership in the team. It's very evident. 2 weeks back, you tried to substitute the goalkeeper. You said no.
Oh, that was the worst thing.
That was not the worst thing, if you look at it. You substitute him for Vuma.
Who's also not good enough.
And when last did you play? And when last did you play?
Out of 9 penalties that Vuma had faced, he never saved any.
Exactly. So you substitute him for Vuma to do what?
Yes.
Yeah.
You understand? And the fact that the player, Ntwari,
Yes.
was not even a regular. I don't know where he gets that arrogance for that matter to question the coaches.
From Miss Rwanda team country there, because it's been doing well for AFCON. So maybe that was the benefit of doubt from this boss there, that side.
Well, if we say from Rwanda and it's been doing well as a South African, I appreciate that. No, he must continue to do well.
Yeah, consistently so.
He must continue to do well. But I'm trying to point out to something here. And I want to juxtapose that to what happened with Tito.
Yes.
Tito is a crowd favorite. He's a star at Pirates.
At Pirates, yes.
We go against Sundown. He's not performing. 38 minutes into the game, the coach says,
Yes.
you're not giving me what I want.
Yes.
Come out.
Yes. Yes. And
Tito goes out with humility. He shakes everybody's hand.
Yes.
He sits there because he knows it's in the interest of the team.
It's not about him. It's about the team. It's about the fans.
Exactly.
It's about all the Pirates a family. Yes.
And then the coach, being a leader, says the following game, you know what? I know what I did. It might kill this guy's confidence. Let me give him again a starting lineup.
Yes.
He rocks up with a man of the match performance. Now, what that tells you is that the team is united, it's solid, and there's authority. Whereas at Chiefs, you don't have that. And without such structure, you don't win a league. Not at all.
Yeah.
You can't. That's why I'm saying they only have to compete for the Nedbank Cup. And let's hope that luck will be on their side and they can win something. I wouldn't want them not to win anything. But chances are very limited. And you can see, I'm not talking about CAF.
Yes. Just talking domestic, yes.
Because they are on trial there. They are not competitors.
And now if I can take you to CAF, how do you see them performing against a Simba of the DRC this afternoon?
I wish them well. But the odds are heavily stacked against them. Heavily. Simba has been in the competition for a longer time. They are always competing.
Yes.
And not in the Confederation Cup, in the Champions League.
Yes.
I think I might be mistaken now, but they were the champions 2 years ago with Fatlu Davids.
Yes.
No, that's not the one. We're speaking about.
That's Zeta, yes. That's what I'm saying. I might be mistaken.
Yes.
But they have been consistent, and I think now they've got two of our players. They've got Neo, Muera, and what's the other Root, the other defender from Sundown.
Roshan Duruk, yeah.
So I'm just trying to show you the level, because Neo Muyema being a consistent winner with Sundown would have gone to Chiefs as a free agent like all others, but he could realize it's not at his level. He went that other side. So I don't see Chiefs doing well against them, but I do wish them well. I think they will be very lucky if they can win. I mean, if they can get a draw.
There you have
And
it.
then-
Yes.
Yeah, and then they can come back and try to conjure something up at home. But as you know, African teams, when they come to your home, they want to make sure they score, because they become more attacking than when they are playing at their own backyard.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then come back to the Bafana issue. Yes, Bafana, they have qualified for the 2026 FIFA World Cup, but surely it was not without lack of controversy and scandals. The Teboho Mokoena saga, what is your take on it? And especially following what happened yesterday, where we learned that the government or the Minister of Sport is also seen to be interfering in as far as the running of South African football is concerned, of which you and I, we know pretty well how much FIFA frowns on the government interfering on the running of football, of which might just see South Africa being suspended or expelled by SAFA. We saw it happened to our neighbors. That is Zimbabwe. I believe they were suspended for about 2 years. So just zoom into those things. The Teboho Mokoena saga, what is your take on it? And then secondly, the alleged interference by the government on that very same matter, Hilton.
Yeah. Look, for me, the Teboho Mokoena saga was very unfortunate, but it's something that could happen.
Yes.
You see, if you look at the time that has lapsed since the second yellow card and the number of games that they played in between, it makes it possible that a mistake like that could happen.
Yes.
So for me, it was a mistake.
Yes.
It was almost costly.
Very costly.
But if you look at things, they say all is well that ends well.
Yes.
Imagine if we were competing against Benin on the last day and Nigeria had nothing to lose.
Surely.
And given the level of animosity that the Nigerians have against us, they could have even allowed themselves to lose. Mind you, Nigeria is where it is now because their players were not fighting for the national team.
Yes.
They've got all superstars who come in and they fake injuries, they do all sorts of things. Only now they had to win because there's a chance that they will compete in the World Cup, which is where their European teams want them to compete.
Yes.
But apart from that, they have not been exerting themselves. That's why you would find the Nigerian team playing at home, drawing 1-1 with Lesotho. What does that tell you? Given the discrepancies in the quality.
Yes.
I mean, a Nigerian player does not. They don't even walk into the national team at Lesotho. They can even go and be a player coach. But they end up playing 1-1. So I'm saying it was a blessing in disguise.
True.
And you might want to say no, but then without it, we could have easily just qualified. We didn't even need to want Benin to win and have calculators and all of this.
Yes.
But I want to say that is a matter that for me was a blunder, but we all make mistakes in our jobs.
Yes.
And it's not something that we should really dwell on. We have managed to overcome it. The damage has been
Recovered.
managed. So there's no point in dwelling on it. Yes, there is lessons for the future, and to want to cry over it when so many people are involved. I mean, Tebogo Mokoena himself should have known I've got 2 yellow cards.
Eish.
I'm not letting the coach should have known. The assistant coach should have known. Yes, the team manager should have known as well. But I think for me, it was just a mistake that shouldn't have happened, and we must just move past it. Now, coming to the minister, sometimes when the minister speaks, I wish I could close my ears, because I don't think he appreciates the role that he has as a minister of sports, arts and culture. He's behaving like a fan.
Behaving like what? Come
like a sports fan.
Oh, like a fan, yes. Okay.
Yes, because you see, and I'm saying that because I'm just expressing my view on the net.
Yes.
He does not appreciate the role that he has to play, and he does not understand it, but he wants to venture into other things.
Yes.
And most of the time, he wants to play to the gallery. He wants to say what will sound popular to everyone,
yes.
without really applying his mind to the facts. To start with, I'll come to the issue that you want me to address on his views on this matter. But let's talk about him as a minister, a leader of a political party, demanding that somebody who just did not report a 3 card, who nearly cost us qualification, must be crucified. And yet he sits in a government where week in, week out, we learn that monies have been squandered. We just got a report from SIU on the Tembisa Hospital saga. How many people died there? He has not called for anyone to account.
Okay.
He is a minister of sport, arts and culture whose mandate, amongst other things, is to unite the society of South Africa, but is mobilizing along tribal lines. We know which population group votes for him, and is not galvanizing others, because we know exactly what he represents. So I'm saying, as a politician and what he says, I don't really take him seriously. He made utterances about VAR because his favorite team, Chiefs, was losing. He wanted VAR. In a country where most of our young people are playing in fields that don't have infrastructure, and you want to introduce a system that will cost us over 16 million per game, when we don't have money for development, what value does it add? And where that same VAR is not going to improve the quality of our soccer or the standard of our soccer. It's not even going to give us reliable results. It's not giving them in EPL at the moment. That is, week in, week out, there's complaints about them. But because it sounded like a popular thing to say at the time, he has to say it. The same thing now with the current saga. It's a popular thing to say, he will say it because he's a populist. But when it comes to real matters, he's nowhere to be found. So I don't take his comments very seriously as a person. And again, like you are saying, such statements are very irresponsible. We have seen when we came to AFCON 1996,
yes,
Nigeria were the champions.
Yes.
They couldn't come here because of political interference.
Yes.
You've got Nigeria that is looking at every single thing that we are doing, including that Ntwari is playing in South Africa, therefore is letting 3 goals in. The mighty try. And then you come as a minister, you make such irresponsible statements. What if Nigeria comes and says, yeah, but they are interfering, you must now start investigating that and cause out the qualification?
Which is highly possible.
You understand? So I'm just saying he just needs to understand what he needs to do as a minister and stick to that. Leave soccer to the soccer people. He must stick to politics, and there shall be peace.
Oh yes, I wouldn't have said it better myself. That the Minister of Arts, Sports and Culture should definitely concentrate on his primary job and leave football staff to the football people to manage and run with it. Fast forward to next year, end of 2026 FIFA World Cup. The imminent retirement of the current Bafana head coach in the form and shape of Hugo Broos is going to be definitely the reality. With that retirement imminent, personally, you as Hilton Moloi, whom would you like to take over the reins in as far as the Bafana head coach is concerned, and why?
Look, for me, if I have a call, if it was my decision, I'll go for Pizzo.
And why?
I'll go and get Pizzo Mutsimani. He's got unfinished business with Bafana.
Oh.
When he took over at Bafana, he was not his own man.
Mm.
Yes.
I'm saying he was not his own man because you hired Pereira, what was that Brazilian coach?
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, you hired him. He said he needed to set up a system, and Pizzo was roped in so that he can learn from him and implement
Yes.
the philosophy that the Brazilian introduced.
Yes.
He tried to the best of his ability, and I don't even think he failed. But as he says, he was fired by taxi owners and traditional leaders. At the moment, Pizzo will come back with more arrogance, self-assurance,
Yes.
and more determination because he's got a point to prove.
Yes.
He has been now to the continent, he has conquered, he has went to the subcontinent, he has conquered. His credentials are impeccable. And he has now vast experience to know what it takes to lead a national team. And I must say, I've learned that he turned down the likes of Nigeria.
Okay. Oh.
So you've got a coach who's wanted, and
Yes.
he's saying, I'm waiting for the right moment. And the right moment, I believe,
It's come
is to lead the
2026.
country. What else does it do in football? In
Yes.
South Africa, you cannot come and coach Pirates, you cannot come and coach Chiefs, you cannot go back to Sundowns. It's a step back for him.
Yes.
Because what will he be winning there with those teams? The league, which he has won 5 times, or go to win the CAF, which he already has won
Yes.
4 times, 3 times with Al Ahly and 1. So he has nothing to achieve. He must go to the national team.
True.
That will be my view. And then I would like to retain the rest of the technical team that is there for continuity. And you will see that the structure that is there in terms of football structure, the systems that are being played will not be foreign to him. It will be easy for him to continue because the Sundowns team that we currently have was modeled through his method.
Yes.
And the national team was modeled through the Sundowns method. So
Absolutely.
it makes it easy. For me, it's just a no-brainer. If you just go for him. It's just a question of saying how much do you want and give the man what he wants and let him do that. Because we know Pizzo has got a very strong head over his neck. He's not going to be pulled by a nose by anyone.
Yes.
And that's the kind of coach we need so that he'll be able to block off the noise
Absolutely.
and concentrate on the job that he needs to achieve. And also, he's a disciplinarian.
Absolutely.
You see?
Yes.
So for me, I would go for Pizzo. And there's no other person. I didn't even want to waste time interviewing.
There you have it, South Africa, where you heard Hilton Moloi saying that with the Hugo Broos's imminent retirement come end of the 2026 FIFA World Cup, for him, there is only one man to take over the reins, and that is none other than Jingles Pizzo Motsimane. As we come to the end of our discussion, and let's step off the Bafana stuff, but still with the with the continental football, with the Mamelodi Sundowns, Orlando Pirates, and Stellenbosch, so as a Kaizer Chiefs flying the South African flag in the interclub competition. We remember that last season we saw Mamelodi Sundowns going as far as the finals. Orlando Pirates, they bombed out in the semis, and so as Stellenbosch, they also, I believe, they were knocked out in the semis of the Confederation Cup. Fast forward to this season, how do you fancy their chances as they get their campaigns underway this weekend, especially Mamelodi Sundowns, so as Stellenbosch? Yes, we saw Orlando Pirates and Kaizer Chiefs, they participated in the previous rounds, but going forward, how do you see those 4 teams?
For me, I already said that Chiefs are trialists now. They've been away from this competition for a long time. They still need to establish themselves.
Yes.
So for them to get into the group stage, even if they get knocked out, it will still be a good learning experience, and they will prepare themselves for the future.
Yes.
And like I said, I wish they could win that Cup. Then by the following year, they will then compete because they would have had at least enough experience. Hopefully, they get a solid coach soon enough. So I see them going to the group stages and coming back.
Okay.
Pirates, last year they had a phenomenal run.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I see the same thing happening. And I think they can get to semi-final, I think.
Yeah.
Okay.
From semi-final, only luck will detect what happens.
Exactly, yeah.
Okay.
Sundowns are going through an acid test.
Yes.
I think two things will happen with Sundowns.
What are they?
They will be knocked out in the quarterfinal.
Sure.
And we will also beat the coach goodbye.
Masanda one. Are you listening?
At the moment, you see, at the moment it's under tremendous pressure as it is.
Yeah.
The Sundowns coach.
And they are signing a lot of players from Africa and giving them, from Europe now.
Yes.
You know, when you sign a player from Europe on Wednesday and then Saturday he played like they did with Santos, it tells you a lot. And that Santos will not perform on the bumpy pitches in Africa, in the heat and all those other conditions.
Yes.
And you will have a demoralized team. You've got a demoralized Mkulu. I don't know him.
Yes.
Mkulisi.
Mkulisi, yeah.
How do you bring a player on Wednesday and then Sunday he's playing and I've been here the whole time?
Yeah.
People may not say this, but the players will be reacting to that.
Absolutely.
Your Sundays and the likes, once they start struggling, because the conditions in Africa are not the same. The temperature, the weather conditions, the atmosphere, and also sometimes the gamesmanship that these teams normally play. These players from Europe and South America are not really used to that.
Yes.
So it will take time for them to adapt. And at the moment, the coach is pushing them to the front compared to other players. And I think that will be his downfall. Hence, I predict the quarter-final exit and the exit for Sundowns and his exit at Sundowns. That's my prediction.
There you have it, South Africa. I'm sure Mamelodi Sundowns will definitely find it very, very hard to make peace with those analyses. But it is what it is. That's what our today's guest had to say. That is in the foremanship of Hilton Moloi, giving it to you the way it is. You don't necessarily have to like what he had to say, but it is what it is. That is opinion. As we come to the end of our discussion, Hilton, may you kindly share your social media handles, that how does one get to follow you, or just have small discussion on social media? Are you available anywhere on social media, Baba?
Well, I'm only available on Facebook. I'm not really a social media person, not even a public figure. That's a person who enjoys
who loves this game.
Sport, and politics, even when I get the opportunity. So I'm only on Facebook. And my Facebook name is Hilton Moloi. That's it.
Hilton Moloi. There you have it, South Africa. If you want to converse with him on social media, you can always get in touch with him on Facebook. He is Hilton Moloi. Baba, thank you very much for your time and for your very, very knowledgeable analysis. We really appreciate it here on Nirvana World FM. Your beat, your music, Modiba.
Indeed. Just to clarify you, Hilton, the Simba that is playing Kaizer Chiefs is not the one from Tanzania where you spoke about the likes of Neo Mayema. So this one is from DRC. So yeah, just to clarify that. But then so far I am impressed with what you just laid on the ground.
Yes, sir. Oh, thank you very much, Baba. Let's hope we'll have this discussion once again, or even better, we'll have you in the studio one day in person.
Yeah.
No, thank you for having me. Actually, it was a surprise that you invited me. I enjoyed I enjoyed engaging with you. I always like to share my opinions on these matters. So I really enjoyed the opportunity. Thank you.
Oh, thank you very much. I really appreciate your knowledge and everything. It was so insightful. And I also learned a lot of things from our today's guest. That is in the form and shape of Hilton Moloi, talking to us about Bafana and stuff, the qualification, the Hugo Bruce, his replacement, his success, anything and everything that Hugo Bruce has spoiled us. He spoiled Bafana fans. Now we've got a lot to say. Hilton, thank you very much. Let's do this once again in the future.
Thank you, good.
Thank you very much.
Bravo, bravissimo, we all celebrate. Trophy,
Bona Long.
Aw Neltovi, Lucas Adebe, George Commander Rakisi, aw Dumisa Ngobe, Batal Balahle as Pity Pete. Oh boy, those were the days, those were the yesteryears, all the way back in 1996. That was the last time Bafana won the Africa Cup of Nations. Clive Barker, the dog, was backing the instructions from the sideline. He was the Bafana coach at that time. Talking of Clive Barker, may his soul continue to rest in power. Fast forward 2025. Oh boy, happy days are back in as far as South African football is concerned. Bafana, they have qualified for the Africa Cup of Nations. So as, listen to this, 2026 FIFA World Cup, which is going to be held out in North America by USA, Mexico, and Canada. Thank you very much to our guest in the form and shape of Hilton Moloi, who dished a lot of international football. Thank you very much. What a knowledgeable guest that we had today in the form and shape of Hilton Moloi. Let's quick go for a breather. When we return, we'll be talking cricket. Oh boy, it's happening. It is the Women's Cricket World Cup, and South Africa are represented in the current Women's Cricket World Cup. There is out in the subcontinent, out in Asia, and oh boy, by the look of things, it looks like South Africa, they might just go all the way and make it to the semi-finals. We're keeping our fingers crossed and hoping that the girls, they will definitely bring it home, and even better, just at least with a finish, with the podium finish. Let's go for a breather. When we return, we'll be talking cricket and more cricket. Skomota and Miles Montana, they gave us the song titled Tentao Yamavuso. Oh, Mavuso. Mavuso, Tentao Yamavuso. Let me leave it at that.
You reminded me, I think it was last month when you played the very same song. Like it sounds so unfamiliar to me, but the word Amavuso, very interesting for me.
Oh, very interesting indeed. And I'm sure people from Pretoria, they're having fun listening to this song. Because the whole Mavuso language, it originates from Eko Pitori. So Pretorians, surely you're having fun with this song. Thank you very much to Skomota and Miles Montana featuring the Village Boys. They gave us that song Tentao Yamavuso. And you are still tuning in to Sports Geek with Spanel Ngobo here on Nevana World FM. Your beat, your music. And we do come to you live from our Lenasia studios in the south of Johannesburg. Egoli, Gauteng, Maboneng, Wanaka. Time now it is 15 minutes after 12 o'clock. Good afternoon and welcome to the second and the final hour of the show. In case you missed the first hour, oh boy, what an insightful discussion that we had with our guest in the form and shape of Hilton Moloi. We talked Bafana and stuff, Hugo Bruce, anything and everything that is related to the current Bafana news. Now, without any further ado, let's dive straight to Cricket World Cup. Women's Cricket World Cup is taking the center stage, and South Africa is represented. Oh boy, do South African women make South Africa proud, or do they make South Africa proud? Oh boy, there's so much on the roll.
Indeed, there's so much on the roll. You check. I think maybe also let's give credit to the Proteas. Previously, they've showed or motivated them how to perform in the World Cup. And remember so well, we had a bad start where we lost against England in the first game. That's where we threw some bit of panic buttons, but then as time goes, we just won 4 out of 4 back-to-back victories, of which India as well comes into the picture, of which I did say to you that I don't want to play India, I don't want to play New Zealand, but South African ladies surprisingly shocked the two countries because of their cricket is very, very marvel to watch and very strong. And yesterday as well, we were in action after we defeated Bangladesh against Sri Lanka. Bangladesh on 3 wickets. So I realized that against Sri Lanka, it was so pouring there abroad. Yes. And that's where DLS method came into the picture. Duncan Lewis method, I should say, comes into the picture. And guess what? Our ladies on the day, Loa Fervat, Tasmin Brett, I think led the combination, led us with 101 balls. And also, Nonkululeko Mlawa comes to mind, where she grabbed 3 wickets, because we all know her. When it comes to wickets, she took me back to the likes of our Kagiso Rabada, Sanural Mutusami, who also, as we're going to talk Proteas test match against Pakistan, did excellently well. We'll come to that shortly, but then the 3, I think, for us, came into the picture and make sure that during that particular DLS method, they make sure that they post 125 without losing a single wicket. That was my best watch. So, and Sri Lanka as well, they won the toss and then they started betting first. That's where they got 105 for 7. So, but then it wasn't enough, because of South Africa showed that what we won in the 3 back-to-back matches going into this match is just not by fluke. So we are continuing collecting those victories. And for us, I think we just we left with 2 matches to wrap up the round robin, of which is Pakistan as well as Australia. So I think
don't mention Australia.
Australia is something else. And they also played, speaking of Australia, they played India, and they surprised India also by 3 wickets with 6 balls left midweek. So, but I think if you can just win the game against Pakistan, definitely we are going to the semi-finals, because of 4 teams are supposed to qualify. Yes. And then this puts India, the very same India, under pressure to say you must win your matches. Failure to win your 3 remaining matches, you won't make it into the top 4. But for us South Africans, we are on the right track. Credit to Coach Mandla Mashimbi, credit to the likes of Laura Folvat, Masawata Class, Tasmin Brett, just to name a few. They did the wonderful job yesterday. I was so impressed as well. So let's see in some of the matches that are taking place today. There's New Zealand up against Pakistan. I think the game might have started now. Yes. And then tomorrow there's India up against England. It's a tough one because of England. When I look into the standings, they are third, following Australia with 9 points, us with 8 points, and they're only seated on 7 points, having played 4 matches. And then India comes to mind with at number 4 with 4 points. points, so it's not looking good, but then there's still room for improvement with the 3 matches that are left. And then on Monday, we've got Sri Lanka up against Bangladesh, and also on Tuesday, we are playing Pakistan at 11:30. Hopefully, I think a win from this match will definitely give us that ample chance to say, against Australia, even if we can just lose, but then the main bottom line will be Pakistan's match. But I still think after having seen the confidence from the ladies, they'll definitely progress. So it's very, very, very interesting so far as the Women Cricket World Cup is concerned.
Oh yes, you can be forgiven for talking about women Proteas' confidence. Oh boy, they are winning. Surely, their yesterday's win is nothing less of confidence. Winning the match with 10 wickets, Laura Wolrd and Tasnim Brits. Oh boy, leading from the front, posting 60 and 55 runs respectively, which was enough to get the women Proteas over the line and demolishing the co-host Sri Lanka in their own backyard. Come Tuesday, let's hope the girls, they will definitely bring on their A game yet again and thrash Pakistan, which might just be enough to get the girls to the knockout stages, the semi-finals. A job well done indeed by the women Proteas. Now we're moving away from the women cricket and diving straight to the men's category, and the Proteas male side, they are visiting their Pakistan counterparts, and things didn't go South Africa's way early this week.
And we anticipated them to do well, considering the fact that we are talking about the team that won the World Test Championship against Australia, of which we never saw it coming, because we all know Australia, both the men and the male as well, and the female, they are always very strong, not forgetting India as well. But when you check in that game, as I explained the head-to-head last week, that in the last 13 matches that we played against them, we've won 8 times, they've won 4 times, and the other game ended in a draw. But then we expected them to do well. I've already owned Proteas, but then on the day, I'm just going to single out 3 players: Tony Zozi, Travis Brevis, as well as Senoran Mutusami. Senoran Mutusami, 11 wickets in those 2 innings, where the first innings he grabbed 6 wickets, and the second innings he grabbed 5 wickets. And then you also check Tony Zozi there. What a marvel to watch on the day, where he came up with 104 runs from 171 balls. And then you check also in the second innings, Tony Zozi, 54 runs out of 54 balls, which means that he managed to get a run per ball. So it doesn't look good, but then there's still room for improvement. But I was anticipating the very same South Africa to do well, as they were a hoodoo team to Pakistan, but it wasn't the case. Pakistan, on the day, they brought in the likes of your Ali Salman, who made sure that he scored 93 runs from 145 balls, and also one of the teammates that Afridi Shaheen there did ever so well in the second innings, scraping those 4 wickets. But then there's still room for improvement, because of currently, yes, they've just won the match by 93 runs, we leading 1-0. So which means the second test that is taking place from Monday the 20th until the 24th will give us a clear picture as to who's going to win this test match. Hopefully, because of by Friday, we will definitely know who's the main winner. And when we come in, we'll come and unveil what transpired, and also look ahead to, because we've got this appointment with Pakistan in the ODI. So with the ODI, hopefully those players will also come to the party, because it's a different squad. I think next week we'll just bring the ODI squad going forward. But then I was so impressed with Senoran Mutusami, thinking that when I checked the squad of the test matches, Kagiso Rabada was always there, but then he didn't participate. I don't know if they're trying to make him refresh and prepare maybe for the second test. Hopefully he will do the same. Maybe he might have been proud of the very same Senoran Mutusami, Travis Brevis, as well as Tony Zozi. Very impressive for us, but hard luck, and hopefully for Coach Mandla Shukri Conrad will correct what went wrong. So, but it's good luck to them heading into Monday.
Time now, it is 26 minutes after 12 o'clock, and the date, it is the 18th of October 2025. That reminds me that come Monday this week, the 20th of October, it is Diwali celebrations worldwide. Happy Diwali Day in advance. confirming that it will only be happening
Yeah.
on Monday, the 20th of October 2025. Talking of Diwali, let's try and see if we cannot get any soundbite that is related to the big event that is coming out on Monday, the Diwali celebrations. Let's try and see if we can't get something.
Lehengas and twirling every day, all day long. Happy Diwali! Every day, all day long. Happy Diwali! We get it. It's Diwali. And some of you even got a holiday that we didn't want. No immigrant wanted a Diwali holiday. This is just news flash for you guys. We prefer our kids being in school and getting 5 extra SAT points. But fine, you young ones, you all fought for the Diwali holiday. And the overtime. Why are you wearing a Mang Tika? Why are you wearing a Mang Tika? It's Diwali, it's not your wedding. Relax. Wait, I just got invited to a Diwali party. I can't believe I got invited to this big Diwali party. I think Getty Images is gonna be there. How do I look? It feels a little understated. I should it doesn't look right yet. Hold on. See, a little bit better, right? Just a little something. And let me put the necklaces out because people should see now. Still feel like I'm missing something. See, this is perfect. Now it's perfect. What do you think?
Don't you think you're a little overdressed? It's not a wedding.
It's Diwali. It's our culture. Look, see. In fact, I think I'm missing something. You think I should wear a tiara over here? Why is this all just hair? It's not looking good. Oh, you know what? Let's get...
Don't you think you're overdressing? It's just Diwali, not your wedding. We just have to love how people diss each other out there. Let's go for a breather. When we return, we'll be talking rugby and stuff. Once again, happy Diwali Day come Monday, the 20th of October 2025.
Ever heard a baby bellow at the top of its lungs in a public place, far from your best music track, right? For a more beautiful note, contact Nirvana Sounds for your studio and live recordings. We engineer sound to perfection according to your specifications. We ensure crisp and clear audio-video conversions and delight your function with sound, stage and lights for hire. Our quotes are pleasurable to the ear. Contact us now on 083-945-7664. Nirvana Sounds, powered by Gospel World Heavy.
In a world where compassion is needed, Ashraful Aid lent a hand to the Palestinian refugees. A source of warmth in the chill of winter, we supported children and families in Jordan. An indication to humanity's resilience and the power of unity. Embrace the spirit of giving because every bit counts. Together we can make a difference. Donate today.
The only thing that does matter is great music, and you will find it here.
Sunshine.
Forever Young. That was Rod Stewart giving us that gem. Talking of Forever Young, that reminds once again to say happy belated birthday to
our very own Palad.
Our very own Palad Singh, who was celebrating his birthday yesterday. He will remain forever young. He will
like
remain young as he feels. It doesn't matter how old his kids may look and maybe, as long as Palad feels young. Let those kids grow and be old if they want to be old. Just leave Palad alone. Ross Stewart giving us that song Forever Young, and that is a song that for Palad Singh, who celebrated his birthday that was yesterday. Now, enough about celebrations and stuff, my cakes and everything. Let's dive straight to rugby.
Indeed, but they always say URC is zenyenye. So you look in terms of the score lines, it's always what against zero. As we saw, Thomas thrashing the defending champions Leinster 35-0. They also came in, won the second match 34-0. This time around,
sure, Stormers are causing a real storm.
So I'm feeling for their opposition this afternoon as they will be battling out with Zebri. I'm looking at the team that is languishing 8th on the standings. So, but then with last week's results, Ospreys won 24-0 against Zebri. The same Zebra that is playing Thomas, they were shamboked last weekend by 24-0. And then there's Penarton, who won 41-15 against the Lions. Lions are not doing well, not representing South Africa well. So I don't know what's really happening, because we also spoke about them having good players as well, just like the Sharks, who has the depth and quality of players that are currently serving at the Springboks whenever they're given an opportunity, or they're not to come and represent the country, but then they're not doing well. Then Glasgow Warriors, the Scottish team, 49-0 against Dragons. You can see that is indeed this current season. Leinster winning 31-5 against Sharks. Remember, Leinster, they lost their first two matches, of which there was a bit of panic buttons, and we even stated that Jack Lineberg must come and tell us what's really going wrong with the club. So I realized that those two matches they lost away, and this time around they played their first match of the first home of the season, and then they surprised Siakolis' team with the likes of Oxenchair and everyone there. So I was so disappointed. Why the Sharks not doing well? Which means they're poor run of form from the Currie Cup. Now they're bringing it in the URC, of which they're yet to pick up a victory this current season. Very, very disappointing there. So, and you look at also in some other results, Cardiff Rugby won 14-8 against Connacht, and then also Vodacom Bulls as well, not doing well. And I heard that in their game last night, the coach made 11 changes after having lost to the likes of Ulster 28-7. So I'm expecting the likes of Velile Roux, your Jaden Hendrick vessels to do well, because of they're also saving from the international level at the Springboks. And yesterday there were some of the matches that took place where the Dragons lost 17-24 against the Cardiff Rugby, and then the Edinburgh 143-0 against Penarton, just like I said, is this current season. And then Connacht losing 27-28 marginally so for the Bulls. At least they're redeeming themselves following what transpired last weekend when they lost 28-7 against Ulster. But they get back to winning ways away from home by 28-27 against Connacht at the Vodacom Bulls. So with the other fixtures that are taking place, Lions will hold Scarlets at 2:45, I think, after we left the studio. The battle for the basement sides there, number 15 and number 16 there, 14 I should say, 15 and 16, and then the Sharks up against Ulster at 4 o'clock, Leinster up against Munster, the defending champion up against the former champions. It's going to be a lovely one. At least they're playing in Dublin. Hopefully they will get points there. And then there's Zebris up against Stormers, the red hot Stormers. Hopefully Stormers will try to pick up a victory, because if you can check Ulster in their match that they won last night, they're going to go top of the standings pending the Stormers victory, because of Stormers are currently on 14 points and Cardiff Rugby are on 15 points. So they'll be saying, I wish Thomas lose their match, so we can say for the next coming 5 to 6 days at the top of the standings are Cardiff Rugby. So very interesting on that one as well. Then Ospreys will also host Glasgow Warriors. Those are some of the matches that are taking place today. So having seen 3 matches yesterday, very interesting so far, so good with the URC.
Oh yes, so that's how things are standing as far as Vodacom National Rugby Championship is concerned. That is in rugby for you. With the South African side, Stormers causing a real storm this season. They are thrashing, demolishing almost everyone who's coming their way. So whoever that will be playing Stormers in the near future, be warned and be warned. Stormers, they are in a very mean mood indeed.
Getting your business seen online can be tricky and confusing. At Silly Moose Designs, we offer a comprehensive list of services that can be personalized according to your budget and your marketing goals. From hosting to ranking on search engines, we've got you covered. Visit sillymoosedesigns.co.za to get started. We'll approach your website with passion, purpose, and power. Silly Moose Designs is a proud partner of Nirvana World FM.
In a world where compassion is needed, Ashraful Aid lent a hand to the Palestinian refugees. A source of warmth in the chill of winter, we supported children and families in Jordan. An indication to humanity's resilience and the power of unity. Embrace the spirit of giving because every bit counts. Together we can make a difference. Donate today.
Ever heard a baby bellow at the top of its lungs in a public place, far from your best music track, right? For a more beautiful note, contact Nirvana Sounds for your studio and live recordings. We engineer sound to perfection according to your specifications. We ensure crisp and clear audio-video conversions and delight your function with sound, stage, and lights for hire. Our quotes are legible to the ear. Contact us now on 083-945-7664. Nirvana Sounds, powered by Gospel World FM.
Still in anticipation of the Diwali celebrations come Monday this week, the 20th of October 2025. Let's listen to another soundbite and tell me what is your take on this. It is an element of good news and bad news depending from which side you are on.
Guess what? It's Diwali on Monday. Wait, I know you're all excited. Hey, but I got no parcels for your man.
Unfortunately, it is what it is. It is a Diwali celebrations on Monday, but unfortunately, no, I've got no presents for you guys.
I'm thinking of maybe he's referring to Mampara week to just spend to buy those gifts and everything.
Yeah, no, it is what it is. It is what it is.
Still broke.
It's still most of the people, they didn't get paid at this weekend. So yes, we know it is Diwali Monday, but the bank balance is not bank balancing very well
until Friday. So we get paid on Friday.
Yeah, until Friday next weekend. At least we'll play catch up, guys. We know we owe you some presents, so just be patient with us. I am a bank balance for the parcels.
Our phone.
Hey, go blind, go rough. This song, it's not all the time we get to play this type of music on this radio station. There is Maskandi music, which is traditionally Zulu music. And this music is big in KZN. Yes, in Johannesburg, especially in the hostels, it is big. That is Maskandi music. But in KZN, it is mega music very, very popular in KZN. The song that I'm going to play now, the first, I didn't know anything about this song, but the first time I heard this song, it was at Moses Mabhida Stadium.
Yes.
Kaizer Chiefs, I can't remember which game Kaizer Chiefs played this season in Durban, Moses Mabhida Stadium. I don't know whether it was Golden Arrows or whoever. Yeah, they were playing a KZN team in Durban. And then this song played in the stadium, Moses Mabhida Stadium. And then there is a guy from, I believe that guy is from north of KZN. There is Ehluhluwe. I'll get the name. He's from KZN, north of KZN, Ehluhluwe. The way he danced to this song, he made this song trend. Trended enough that even myself, I sat back and listen, okay, what is this song all about? And every time this song plays, I always think about that Kaizer Chiefs fan that danced to this song so pretty well at Moses Mabhida Stadium. So to me, when this song plays, it's like this song is owned by that fan. I know the artist, I know his name, but I don't know how does the artist look like. But the picture that comes to my mind is that Kaizer Chiefs fan who danced to this song so well. The song is titled Umafikizolo. Oh no, the name of the artist is Umafikizolo. The title of the song is titled Uyongengwa Unyongo. Oh, thank you very much, to Uma Figizola giving us that song, Uyongengwa Unyogo. Like I said, Modiba, this song, every time it plays, it takes me to Moses Mabhida Stadium in that Kaizer Chiefs versus Golden Arrows match, where that fan, oh boy, he danced his heart out to this song. Like I said, every time this song plays, I always think about that Kaizer Chiefs fan. Talking about this song, it has gone on, and I believe on YouTube, it's sitting at more than 12 million views since that song was played at Moses Mabhida Stadium, and that fan danced to it, and he made this song go on crazy, went viral in as far as South African social media is concerned. That is Mafigizolo giving us the song titled Uyongengwa Unyogo. I'm trying to. Something is not coming right. I was trying to play something here, but it looks like it didn't come right.
Parenting, the Olympics of parenting. If you ever run into an Indian parent, like when I was on my way to Phoenix, I ran into my friend Aditi at the airport. And now Aditi's son, Sid, just graduated Harvard Medical School. Right? So I said, congratulations. Of course, she opened with that. Of course she did. But that's okay. I understand it. She's proud of her son. And then she said, oh, also he got a PhD on the side. I said, very congratulations. Then she goes, he was about to get another PhD, but I stopped him because I said, how many degrees you're going to have? Now you have more degrees than Mumbai in July. Leave some degrees for other people, you know. And she goes, she's telling me about her son, right? She goes, you have to understand that Sid is so smart. He's not just a regular summa cum laude. He's a super duper summa cum laude. Like the dean of Harvard called her and said, Sid is number one in his class. Actually, he's above number one. But they don't like to say that in America. You know, it's not. She said Einstein came out of his grave, looked at Sid, and said, wow. Then she looks at me, she goes, how is Zoya? I said, Zoya is good. She goes, she's cute, she'll find a man. She goes, not my son. Because my son is dating Miss Jaipur, who is also an engineer at NASA. But she goes, but my son, he hangs out a lot with the radiation technicians, you know, the technicians who do all the radiology. She's like, those boys are practically blue from all those radiation waves. They're eager to settle, you know. If you're looking for somebody, I'm sure Sid can put in a word for your daughter. No, listen, it's okay. I'm like, you know, I get it. I'm trying to be cool. And I said, no, Zoya's fine. Zoya is at Stanford. And she goes, Stanford's gone down. So I said, Stanford, not so bad. Tiger Woods went to Stanford. She goes, who? I said, Tiger Woods. She goes, oh my God, let me tell you the story that one time my Sid saved a village from shooting a tiger in the woods.
I saved myself from shooting the tiger in the woods. Oh boy. I thank very much. That was Zana Akag giving us the lighter side of things. Time is definitely against us before we wrap things up, let's quickly look at what's happening in the world of tennis as well as motor racing.
I'll start with tennis. With tennis, it was just a weekend of upsets, weekend of surprises. Usually we all spoke about the women's category being full of drama, but this time around it was also from the men's side. Novak Djokovic that you spoke about this weekend, thinking that he was going to go all the way to the final. He got an upset. Daniil Medvedev, he also came from a subset. This time I started with the men instead of the women. So from the men's side, Daniil Medvedev posted a third neck. Surprisingly so, the number 28th ranked player there shocked Daniil Medvedev, having won that particular match after 3 sets where he lost the first sets 4-6, but he recovered secondly 6-2 and 6-4. Surprisingly, so I never saw it coming. And then the second match, Novak Djokovic up against Valentin Vacherot, where I expected Novak Djokovic to redeem himself, considering the fact that Yannick Sinner and Carlos Alcaraz are not to be seen in this tournament. So guess what? In this Shanghai Open, there was another upset as well, where Valentin Vacherot shocked Novak Djokovic on 2 sets, 6-3 and 6-4. I'm like, what's really going on? Should have capitalized on that, because we're talking about the player,
surely
Valentin Vacherot being ranked 40. So talking about Novak Djokovic around number 6. So why can't you just ease way because of your Cocomelons who always give you a tough time and unavailable in this tournament? But it wasn't the case. And guess what? In the final, Arthur Rinnek hosted Valentin Vacherot. So that's where Valentin Vacherot showed that he didn't defeat Novak Djokovic by fluke. That's where he dished out those tennis lessons, although he lost the first set 4-6 and then recovered second set and third set 6-3, 6-3. So it's well done to him, as he's the champion of the Shanghai Masters Open. Let's go to the women's side. That's where another drama came in. Arina Sabalenka.
Does it always got to be Sabalenka who's always on the wrong side of things?
Against Jessica Pegula. And guess what? In that particular, it was a tough game where 3 sets, Jessica Pegula lost the first set 2-6 and then recovered from the second set 6-4. Then 7-6 after a tie. That's where she surprised Arina Sabalenka. And Arina Sabalenka was happy. As you know, she's a woman of nonsense. She threw away the racket.
Sabalenka
again. Just like she did when she lost to Coco Gauff during that Roland Garros. She threw the racket hit the chair. Almost the ball kit there.
Sabalenka.
And like the umpire was like very surprised and you want what you are doing is completely out of order. But then there was no decision,
no action
or
was
taken against her. So I'm like, why is it that every time Sabalenka suffers a loss, she acts in a dramatic way? Can't she knows that in a game of sport, you lose or you win? You can't win them all. So, but it's well done to Jessica Pegula. And then as she progressed to the final, and then you go
Sabalenka doesn't run out of drama.
Again, after drama all the time, up against Jasmine Paolini. Remember Jasmine Paolini?
Yes.
She was last year.
The Italian,
The Italian. She was in the final with Barbara Krejcikova. And Barbara Krejcikova surprised her, of which she was Rendani's prediction, when I remember so well. But she lost that particular match. And this time around, at the expense of the experienced Coco Gauff, the young Coco Gauff, who won that particular match easily in the semi-final 6-4 and 6-3. And then they went on to play in the final against Jessica Pegula's Coco Gauff. And then where also she dished out the lessons also on 2 sets once again, winning 6-4 and 7-5, and she was the champion of Huan Open in China. So it's well done to Coco Gauff. So I wanted her to play Arina Sabalenka just to see that what she uttered previously when she lost the Roland Garros. Sabalenka stating that had it been Iga Swiatek, she would have won the match. Maybe it would have transpired, but then it wasn't to be. And she was so happy and very humble is Coco Gauff, crediting the support that she was given by the fans and the gifts that she got from the fans as well. So she really deserved this. I think she's been having a wonderful 2025. But with Arina Sabalenka, my advice is she needs some bit of
anger management
is just a problem when it comes to Arina Sabalenka. It was just unfair and uncalled for.
Oh, yes, so that's how I think standing as far as tennis is concerned. Arina Sabalenka just doesn't disappoint when it comes to drama. Now, stepping away from tennis and dive straight to motor racing. What's happening in that part of the world? And the racing are getting thinner and thinner.
They are getting thinner and thinner. And indeed, to talk about the F1 motor racing, there's a race that is taking place this coming weekend, United States Motor, should I say Grand Prix, where I think the likes of Max Verstappen needs to pitch up. But then on a good side, let me just go to the constructors first. The McLaren were crowned champions after, despite 6 races left for the season.
Yes.
They were crowned champions of the constructors with 650 points because of
it's game over.
It's
game
over
for the constructors. It's just now it's left for the individuals.
For the individuals, because Mercedes can catch up. It's half of that particular number.
Sure.
325. Mercedes second, and then the McLaren is 650.
So McLaren is your Piastris and the Norrises
of this world. So, and they're also doing well individually as well. And that's where I feel it's a battle between the two drivers. You check also in terms of the points.
And there?
Oscar Piastri is number 1 with 336 points. And then you check Lando Norris is number 2 with 314 points. So which means with the races that are left, next week we've got the Mexico Grand Prix. On the 9th of November, we've got Sao Paulo Grand Prix. And then on the 23rd of November, we've got Las Vegas Grand Prix for the F1 motor racing fans out there. Just keep it in your diary there, what will transpire in the upcoming weeks. And then on the 30th of November, we've got the Qatar Grand Prix. And lastly, they will be wrapping up the season on the 7th of December with Abu Dhabi. So those are some of the races that are left for the season. Unlike the motorsport, with motorsport, only 3 races are remaining. But so far, we also had the news that Mercedes are staying put with their drivers, Kimi Antonelli, who was the rookie, the debutant, as well as is it Charles Leclerc. So George Russell, I should say, whereby George Russell, yes, so far has done well because of they started with the program of the very same Mercedes. So they've done well. They are very pleased. Toto Wolff is the boss, disclosing the news that the 2 drivers that stay put and making sure that come next year, they will try to improve as soon as possible. So with Max Verstappen, we are still awaiting what will happen because of rumors coming in is that Isaac Hadjar will definitely be his teammate come next season. So by then, let's see this coming weekend if in this United States, will they be able to do well? Max Verstappen, Lando Norris, Oscar Piastri, and also Charles Leclerc, not forgetting Oscar Piastri as well. So George Russell as well coming to mind. So they need to work hard. So, but with Kimi Antonelli, I was so impressed because of this is one of the driver whom he was so happy with the news that he's staying put with the Mercedes and having on the podium, having been on the podium during the Canada Grand Prix. So I think this can build him because he's still young. With some of the drivers that are coming through. So, but then Max Verstappen, I was so disappointed. Looking at the standings as well, he's currently number 3 with 273 points. George Russell 237 at number 4, and lastly Charles Leclerc with 173 with the 6 races that are left for the season. So it's clear that the winner will be amongst one of the 2 McLaren guys, as we've seen into the constructors. I think it's a motivation and a moral boost for them to say let's win it both ways. So we'll
constructors versus individuals
will just share the price. So on the number of laps, because of F1 motor racing is very, very tricky. And then you come to motorsport as well. There is Australian MotoGP. So let's see if the likes of Mark Marquez and his brother Alex Marquez will wrap it up in style because of only 3 laps for the season. Next weekend we've got Portugal MotoGP after this Australian MotoGP. So it's just for me, I think Mark Marquez will definitely be the champion. I don't see with the 75 points up some of them, Francisco Banaya, the defending champion, catching up with them. So, but it's been a wonderful season as far as the motorsport as well as F1 motor racing is concerned. But let's see, come next season, it was just an interesting one, full of surprises, full of poor performances from the likes of Max Verstappen. But at some point, he admitted that he wasn't doing well. Another driver that comes to mind is Lewis Hamilton. As I don't know what's really happening. The entire season without a race win, without a podium, it poses so many question marks because we're talking about a driver here who's won more than 105 titles. So why is he struggling ever since he left Mercedes to join Ferrari? So many question marks one needs to answer there.
Oh yes, with so much noise of Sir Lewis Hamilton leaving a Mercedes and joining a Ferrari, we even saw the share price of a Ferrari shooting sky high simply because of Hamilton joining them. But with all the hype, all the noise, come end of the season, say Lewis Hamilton has got nothing to show for it. But here we do have something to show for Diwali celebrations come Monday this week.
What is going on with Diwali in America? Everybody has suddenly discovered their love for Diwali. Everybody is in bridal hair and makeup, bridal lehengas and twirling every day, all day long. Happy Diwali! Every day, all day long. Happy Diwali! We get it. It's Diwali. And some of you even got a holiday that we didn't want. No immigrant wanted a Diwali holiday. There's just news flash for you guys. We prefer our kids being in school and getting 5 extra SAT points. But fine, you young ones, you all fought for the Diwali holiday and the overdrive. Why are you wearing a mang tika? Why are you wearing a mang tika? It's Diwali, it's not your wedding. Relax. Wait, I just got invited to a Diwali party. I can't believe I got invited to this big Diwali party. I think Getty Images is gonna be there. How do I look? It feels a little understated. I should it doesn't look right yet. Hold on. See, a little bit better, right? Just a little something. And let me put the necklaces out because people should see now. Still feel like I'm missing something. Hold on. See, this is perfect. Now it's perfect. What do you think?
Don't you think you're a little overdressed? It's not a wedding.
It's Diwali. It's our culture. Look, see. In fact, I think I'm missing something. You think I should wear a tiara over here? Why is this all just hair? It's not looking good. Oh, you know what? Let's get anklets so people don't really see it. It's understated, but we make noise as we enter the room.
Don't you think you're overdressed? It's Diwali, not your wedding. Women will always diss each other. Before we come to the end of our show, let's quickly wrap things up with netball. What's happening in as far as netball is concerned?
Remember, our very own Super Proteas were in a tour, especially where they started in New Zealand when they were thrashed by New Zealand on the 3 series. So in simple terms, New Zealand doing the clean sweep. So we felt that as they're going to play against the Hulu team, Australia, they'll definitely overturn the things. But then
it was not going to be easy. Come on.
It was not going to be easy against the first world-ranked champions, Australians. And guess what? They also did a clean sweep where last week we spoke about the first match ending 67-40, the second match ending 64-53, and then last weekend when the two teams locked horns, so Australia won 65-42. So they continued with their Hulu team. Being a Hulu team to our very own Spa Proteas. It wasn't good, but then they came back home, they were welcomed, and I even saw one of our captain, the Kanyisa Chawani, was given a Ronald car.
Oh yes,
so
I saw that.
For the number of caps that he's just saved for the country, it was just incredible. So by then, hard luck to them. I think hopefully Coach Jennifer Dijk and they also, assistant coach, they might have taken those luggages with full of defeats to lessons as well in Australia that you need to improve here and there. As you remember, our very own Proteas failed to beat Australia while they were coached by Noma Plumber, the same Noma Plumber who comes from Australia. It wasn't to be. So they tried their best. You are Refilling Keta, Kamukhalo Maseko, Yantis Smith, all of them, Nicholas Smith as well. They tried their best, but it wasn't to be. Hopefully, there's still room for improvement going forward. So it's hard luck to them. And I also heard the news that the president was suspended, Cecilia Molokwane. I don't know for what reason.
Yes, she was suspended for some time for alleged corruption. Talking of that suspension, guess what? The very same netball president, Cecilia Molokwane, this week he said, "Staff the suspension. I'm starting my work, whether you like it or not."
Sure.
Talking of that, it's better. Let's hear it from the horse's mouth. Here is the netball president, Cecilia Molokwane, on that suspension.
I'm resuming office with immediate effect.
Wow.
I stood back because I wanted kids to play netball. I didn't want anybody to be suspended. I'm resuming office. I'm going back to my office. I'm no longer a member of World Netball. They don't have power over me. I'm an elected president of Netball South Africa, of Africa Netball. So I've just resumed office now. That's why I've called this meeting. I've just resumed office. I'm the president of Netball.
I've just resumed office. I'm the president of Netball in South Africa. Whether you like it or not, those are the words of the suspended Netball South Africa. Surely this is not the end of this matter. Surely come next week it will unfold and we'll be watching the proceedings and see how it has this feud or whatever you want to call it pans out. So let's hope it does not it will not affect the netball game negatively. We definitely need our Proteas to shine in the court where it matters most, especially with the Commonwealth Games coming up next season. So we definitely hoping that this boardroom fights does not affect our girls in the court where it matters most. I believe, Mdiba, that's how we come to an end of our today's show. But as we talk of ending our today's show, again, please do not forget that come Monday, it is Diwali Day. And unfortunately, not everyone will get gifts or presents during those Diwali celebrations. We just have to go through it and accept it. Not everyone has got a nice bank balance. If I say happy Diwali to you, please, that's good enough. Don't expect any parcel from me.
Guess what? It's Diwali on Monday. Wait, I know you're all excited. Hey, but I got no parcels for your man.
Guess what? It's Diwali on Monday. Boop, 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 boop. Unfortunately, I've got no parcels for you.
Yeah, just to wrap it up in style with the soccer fans out there, there's a Betway Premiership matches that are taking place. As yesterday we saw Richards Bay going down to Orbit College 2-1. This time around, Amazulu will host Durban City in a KZN derby. So I'm just looking at Akazwani and Kavinandi. The two, they don't have see eye to eye.
Amazulu, Durban City, they're flying.
They're flying.
They're flying sky. Amazulu, they must be warned.
And they're not playing well, Amazulu. So even they were lucky to get that draw against Kaizer Chiefs there. So 3:30 kickoff. As you know, since it's been October, all the Betway Premiership matches will not kick off at 3 o'clock, but 3:30 because of those hot weather conditions that are coming up lately. So Makesi will host the TS Galaxy at the Slaughterhouse, the Shogo Stadium. So we took me back to last season when Makesi won 2-1 against the very same TS Galaxy. And then Marumo Gallants will host Chippa United, struggling Chippa United. So I think the break is finally over. And then on Wednesday, I should say, Orlando Pirates will host Polokwane City, the part 2 of the MTN 8 at Orlando Stadium. And Kaizer Chiefs as well will play Siwelele FC. I'm interested in those former Kaizer Chiefs players at Siwelele FC.
That is Zwane and Mashiane.
Christian Saili as well, Tebo Hopotsani as well, Samir Rukovic. Those are some of the players. So I'm interested in some of those fixtures. So far, so good. So it's Happy Diwali Day. And then from me, Mutiba Johannes Peter, see you next weekend. It's a very good afternoon once more.
Oh yes, a very, very good afternoon yet again. Monday, don't forget as you eat those samosas, those lekker hot biryanis, anything and everything that you'll be chowing. If you, like I said, if you do not get any present or parcels from some of us, bank balance is it's not bank balancing. It's not bank balancing well. But spirit, it's the thought that counts.
Yeah, it's the
thought that counts. So my parcel is just optional.
Yeah. The most important thing will be Happy Diwali Day. Diwali Day. Then everyone will enjoy the day and have a special one.
Have yourselves a special one come Monday, the 20th of October 2025, as Diwali celebrations get underway. When you talk of Diwali, there's only one thing that concerns me.
Yes.
Is the poor dogs. As those firecrackers go up, the poor dogs, they run for their cover. That's the only concerning part. You just have to feel for them. Okay, as a human being, firecrackers are just nothing.
Yes.
Yeah, but to the dogs, I don't understand exactly what's happening. Maybe I believe it's got something to do with the sensitivity of their eardrum or something. As those firecrackers go off, they somehow, I assume, I'm not a specialist in this, I assume they somehow irritate their eardrums or something like that, and the dogs, they get so frustrated. But hele sal sterk wees. But they were strong. They'll have to get over it.
It's part of life. It's part of celebrations.
It's part of life because it will just be now October, and then come the 31st of October, 31st of December, rather than New Year's Eve, part 2. So the dogs will have it yet again. Unfortunately, they'll just have to tolerate us.
They don't have a choice.
They definitely will have to tolerate us, because surely these celebrations will definitely won't be going away any time soon. That's how we come to an end of today's show. Let's do this once again. Come on next week, Saturday, same time, same place, here on Nirvana World FM. That is between 11 a.m. until 1 p.m. as we bring you sports gig with Spanalo Ngobo, co-piloting it with none other than Modiba Abida. Till then, It is. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.